bush or a pepper tree. I am a living, breathing human being. Of course, I want to be loved. Busy streets and busy lives. Everything is about touch and go. Things have become such, and circumstances have bound us in a way that if you blink, you'll miss what's happening within and around us. But looking at where we live in, I assume we have shut our eyes forever. When the sun wakes up and people go out to work, there are children busy clearing their beds, just so that the privileged ones could do their daily chores. And we have coined a demotivating term for these children: street children. Who cares if they are sleeping on the ice beds? We call them road streets. Who cares if they are weak and haven't been fed anything? Who cares if their stomach is upset from sleeping on the cold road with just a sack or two to cover them up? Seriously, there's hardly anyone. The thoughts of these children had left me with an empty feeling, and yet they unraveled many things. Things that would have remained a mystery if nobody had cared to care and ask. Being a street child isn't just about leaving homes or struggling to create a new identity in an alien place. It's also about broken homes, separated families, and living with memories that sometimes become too devastating.
I'm सानैमा काठमाडौँ आएको बाउ छैन आमा भाइको दिदीले सबै छ म 10 वर्षमा आएको हैन अहिले 20 वर्षमा यो त सानोमै आएको आमालाई सम्झिन्छ दिनमा आमालाई किन त्यतिकै अब यादै आउँदैन कहिले कहिले याद आउँदैन के हो कहिले कहिले यसो पैसा भयो भने पखातिर जान्छु अस्ति नै पैसा भयो बेला घरका आमालाई भेट्न हैन दिन आमा घरमा ल्याइन्छ घरमा तालचा लगाइसकेर मामा
अनि काम गर्नु मन लाग्छ नि सबैले काम दियो भने
काम गर्नु मन काम दियो अब यहाँ यता काम गरेर हैन बिस्तारै बिस्तारै पैसा कमाएर जम्मा गरेर हैन घरबाट नाइ त
As a little child, when I remember, the last thing on my mind was to be living without a family or to be living on the streets. I am sure this is a common thought. And now, when I look at these children and when I try to feel what they feel, what hits me hard is it doesn't remain a mere thought for them. It's a harsh reality. We couldn't just stay quiet about this particular severe matter. Hence, me and my team, Human Welfare Group, started to do the needful. The first important thing was to locate these children and their living. There were many places and innumerable children wandering with a sack on their backs, collecting wastes and begging for money and food from the passerby. Introducing ourselves to them was difficult at the beginning. They wouldn't let us in, and it was really understandable. Some ran away from us, some tried to chase us away, and some we became great friends with. But eventually, when they found out about our motive, each one of them gave in and we chatted non-stop. I'm suffering between anger, determination, resignation, and even laughter, says Sagar Thapa, a highly talented street child. Further, he adds, suddenly you don't recognize where you live. You don't understand your own people. Magar, a 15-year-old boy, didn't have a normal upbringing. No father figure and a poverty-stricken household made him run away. I wanted to go to school, eat on time, eat good food, he added. Has he gotten everything he wanted now? Running away was like chasing rainbows and coming home empty, he realizes. Other than collecting waste, he likes to draw on walls. Take a look at his drawings and you'll be compelled to believe that he misses having a father, having a family, and how he and his mother survived through it all. His candor is one of a kind. He admits, yes, I do drugs. I do dendrite. But that's just to keep me warm and numb and less hungry. We tell him to avoid such bad habits and he replies, given a chance, I want to be somebody. There are so many things I would love to do. I want to quit drugs. I want to go to school, live inside a house, cuddle inside warm blankets. Normal childhood is what I pray for every night to God. He is special. Another 15-year-old boy from Berganj ran away because he was badly treated by his stepmother. I was hardly visible and heard. I had found my favorite nook at a corner of the house. I used to hide there till everybody left home. He remembers the haunting past. I somehow landed here. I've got friends and we go through a lot. Sometimes the policemen take us to jail without any reason, but I figured it is better. We're at least a little bit safer and warmer behind the bars, he smiles. These were the painful stories of just two boys. There are more than thousands of boys and girls who go through the same ordeals. While researching, what we found out shocked the life out of us. These harmless children, both boys and girls, get sexually abused by strangers. The strangers lure them with the promise of food and money and just take advantage of them. Sin is an understatement for such criminal acts. The policemen tend to ignore them, and hence the children feel free to do drugs right in front of these supposed public servants. Negligence. The children are used to, but what they find shocking is the sudden punishments these public servants offer them. We don't know the reason, they just hit us with a stick. It's probably their way of calming themselves by pouring out their anger on us, one of the boy thinks. The heart-training part is these children are not getting basic rights such as food, education and shelter. Nepal government has turned a blind eye on a critical case like this. Our team tries to stay positive because when we look at those eyes, they look scared and hopeful. They have seen a hope in us. We live in Nepal, a country of complications, contradictions and hope. But what we want to focus on right now is turning those hopes into reality. People are people, but only bodily so. Inside there are animals. A man guns down little children in school. Someone murders his own mother. 4 drunk men rape and almost kill a defenseless woman. Nothing is looking good at all. So how can we guarantee the safety of these children living on the streets? These children have doctors, engineers and pilots in them. How can we kill their hopes? When humanity fails, there is nothing to look forward to. all the education we have received, all the upbringing we have had, all the degrees we have religiously collected, all the gods we believe in amounts to precious little if at the end of the day we are but as wild as a beast. But there are people who really care, the people who are affected. Hence, we, the Human Welfare Group, are trying to rehabilitate these children, few at a time, or even at once if we ever get a little support from the people and the government.
नेपाली फिल्म चाहियो भन्ने मलाई ट्रेनिङ लिन पाओस्, राम्रो मान्छे बस ठुलो भइसक्यो काम गरिसकोस्, राम्रो राम्रो दोकानहरू लाउन पाओस्, अनि गेमहरू पनि खेल्न पाओस्, फुटबलहरू पनि खेल्न पाओस्, अनि दाइहरूसँग राम्रोसित बोल्न पाओस्, अनि सफा लुगा लाउन पाओस्, हप्तामा कुनै दिन फिल्महरू लाग्न पाओस्, अनि कुनै दिन भेटघाट गर्दै यसो राम्रोसित बोल्न पाओस्.
And we are really positive about it. I once read somewhere, life is not like water. Things in life don't necessarily flow over the short possible route. We know this might take time, but eventually everything will fall into place. It has to. The times that we spent with the children taught us that if a person would just make the effort, there's something to be done for everybody. In this case, everybody refers to the street children. Well, no. Human Welfare Group believes they are special children. So let's help rehabilitate these children. Let's be the literary entrepreneur, the change architect, the truth teller, and the justice seeker. Let's work for human welfare. Days passed, difficulties faced, pain survived, and finally we established the rehabilitation home for street children. Brand new hopes and brand new us and a new family. Took a lot to get there, took a braver us to initiate this. Took too many tries and inputs, and still us at Human Welfare Group believe we have so much to give and many miles to go. But the sun always keeps its promise. It goes down but never lets us down. Likewise, the sun shines brighter each day at Human Welfare Group. We all get ready for a new day and a new beginning. The boys wake up with content faces and the faces you would wish to see in everybody. After the morning basics, then the boys line up to sing the national anthem. Of course, took a little bit of training to get the words to the anthem right, but succeeded finally. They sing such fineness now. On the other hand, the breakfast is getting ready. Proper dining manners are followed and proper discipline is followed. They start by thanking the Lord for the food and enjoy the meal. And happy faces are seen as always. Discipline consists of proper education, and before sending the children to the school, we have a tutor who comes and teaches them the basics of education so that they'll be prepared before officially joining the school.
Grateful that the policemen have been really kind to us. They bring us the street children by themselves who have been facing the difficult circumstances in the street or have been in the custody for offenses on the street. They believe they are safer at Human Welfare Group. The trust that they have in us helps immensely in growing as a noble organization. All we are is thankful to them. The faith keeps us going on. For HWG, discipline is really important. We believe discipline is the utmost form of being human. Trimming their hair, nails, cleanliness, and getting ready to be a part of this home is the first job. Most of these boys had a dream to go to KFC because the street right in front of KFC was the home to many of them. After a month at Human Welfare Group, we took them there, and this took their self-esteem at the very next level. The discipline, the effort they made to carry themselves well was absolutely stunning. This definitely made them feel that like every other kid, they still have an opportunity to stand equally in this world, and still they have the chance for a new beginning. All these happy and excited souls who behaved so well that day made our team more confident and more focused. Birthdays are special for every kid. It is something they have always dreamt but never experienced. Happy birthday to you. For those who have parents, we make sure we're always there to encourage their children. A little bit of our effort makes it a lifetime moment for these kids, and the celebration goes on. These talents are something the world will recognize someday. We make sure the boys stay fit with sports and exercises. These activities help with detoxifying their body and keeping them in a healthy state of mind. Swimming and soccer are their all-time favorite. And they finish their sports with a prayer every day and thanking their tutors for what they have taught.
तस्मै श्री गुरुदेव
Time passes, they have the dinner, have some chit-chats, and some entertainment time follows. The sun goes down and time to sleep, the best part. They sleep with smiling faces, in hopes of waking up tomorrow and enjoying the day to the fullest. The wait gets over. The sun never disappoints. It shines even more brightly, and the boys wake up more enthusiastic. And another happy day follows at Human Welfare Group, where souls are happy and the happiness shows.